Okay, we're live. Sorry for the delay. So where were we? We were doing the undead, and we had a problem where it seemed like when a undead unit was recycled, it was not like it just wasn't in a team, and it took me ages to figure out what the problem was. I went around debugging and figuring it out. It turned out that so what happens is when a unit is spawned, all their debuffs are cleared. And the way that I handled undead being despawned, undead debuff, the way that I handled it before was that, so they get their debuff, and this actually reduces, because that's a negative value, reduces their max health. And then when the enemy is despawned, or when the character's despawned, we would kill them here. We would crumble them, call it, because you get a little crumble animation, and yeah, they disappear. So I had to get rid of that because yeah, that's what was happening. They were spawning, and then they were basically instantly being crumbled, or it was happening out of order and it wasn't working. So I made it a separate thing, undead expire. So we would have a timer. Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah, so when they're made. Oh wait, no, this is wrong. Delete this. Yeah, that was the first way I attempted it. No, we have a timer, so that when they're revived, they get something called undead timer. And then whenever buffs are calculated, we say, do they have this debuff? Are they an undead? And if so, tick down the timer, and when the timer reaches 0, do what we did before, which is, get rid of them. Make a crumble, put the crumble in the position, and then remove them from the team and return them to the pool. And now we have a separate issue, which is, figured that out, fixed it, had to make it so the buff doesn't handle that. The buff's still kind of handling it, but it's not, when this buff is removed, remove them from the team. It works differently. And then now we have an issue where sometimes characters, so we'd revive a goblin and it would die, and then somehow it would still be attacking, like it wouldn't be removed from the team, so it would make them attack even though they're inactive, and I'd know that was happening because I'd get this thing, and that was literally just before I went and had lunch now, and I don't know what caused that. So what I did is, and I haven't actually figured it out, but it's an easy fix. It doesn't happen very often, and so all we do now is, when we're update characters, not update characters. When we, bear with Unity. When we update a character, if they try and attack, we first check: are you active? Are you switched on? And if you're not switched on, then don't attack and remove yourself from the team. And that should work. I don't know what the issue is. I think it might be something along the lines, now that I'm thinking about it, of because there's a character, like when we're checking, is this team, we're actually checking, like, does it have the exact same list as it did, and if not, then it's not that team. I think it might be something along those lines. But that shouldn't be. A team should be like a thing that's, don't know what I mean by a thing, but so maybe what we should do is, whenever we check for a team, we should say, is the team this name? But I don't know. We found out, we're removing GMO. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So here's something. So we're saying whenever a unit is killed, take them off the team. Hold on. Removing GMO from team. Yeah, so on recycle. Okay, I think I might have found the problem. Oh no, okay, that would just be... Although I don't really want this debug anymore. Okay, so it wasn't that. So yeah, when we remove a character on recycle, it can sort of still come back. And yeah, so it should be fixed now. It should be fixed now. So what I would like to do, so yeah, we have fixed that. And I think rewrite buffer and descriptions. Yeah, okay. So so what we've got left now is just a few things on the list. I have left the debug in there, so when we do update all, update all, update characters. Yeah, it was update characters. I guess I was looking in the wrong script. So we do a check. We say, oh no, it's not update characters. Where is it? Where is it? It's just in fixed update. So if character.game object is false, so if it's inactive, then don't do it and remove them from the team. And we've got a debug in there which will tell me if that's happening again. So that's just going to remind me to try again and fix this in the future. But for now, it shouldn't cause any issues. Should have an absolutely, totally, very, very marginal, if any, impact on performance. And should work now. So what I'd like to do now, and then the next thing on my list is just attack these things. We've got to draw some undead versions. We've got to do all the ultimates. But I just want to see if I've actually fixed that with that. So we'll know it's a problem if we see more of those. Like, it will say it's trying to do an animation from an inactive object, meaning I haven't fixed the bug, which would be crazy with the code I just did. But yeah, so I'm just gonna play now and see what crap I run into. And yeah, here we are. And I quite enjoy playing as this undead dude, playing as someone who revives units, because they always just revive the last unit that died, and it works quite well. It's just like, instead of a weapon, he's kind of effectively got an extra summon. Okay, let's get Graveguard. It synergizes. And just see what other problems we run into. And while I'm here, I am going to just comment that out, because I might need it again later. Because that's going to make the debug log very messy. And we're not having the same performance issues. If you were in the last stream, we had crazy performance issues. Which I think was just from me having left the computer on and Unity open for like a week, because it was saying, oh, massive spike from UI and things like that, and I'm like, that's impossible, there's no way. Okay. I want to check something. Yeah, when we spawn an ally. So I wonder if the so we have spawn ally. So one of the things is that our allies won't benefit I've just realised this. Yes, excuse me for the mess and the spaghetti, but yeah, when we spawn an ally, we give them the benefits of our talents, right? There's a long bit of script here that... or is it that long? Okay, yeah, so that's where we give them the extra weapons that they might have got from... Instant stock, given upgrades. Given upgrades. Yeah, it's this is because there are some talents that can give all allies a weapon, and I don't want that to happen for... I don't think that should happen for revived units. Like if we say every ally gets a shield, I don't think that should apply to undead, to raising enemy units. But yeah, I mean, we could have called it done and not had a revival mechanic, but I like revival mechanics. I think they're cool. And yeah, we're not getting any of these warnings about characters trying to attack when they're actually dead. And by dead, I mean actually dead, not revived undead. But if they're supposed to be switched off. And yeah, I'm sure I'll figure that out eventually, but I'm just tired of trying to fix that same bug. And I'd say things are running pretty smooth. Got quite a few units on screen, but still everything's quite chill. And rendering is taking up the most, with physics taking up a very tiny portion. Thinking, oh yeah, let's get another necromancer. Let's go nuts with the necromancy. Let's see how far we can go with that, and just see like how ridiculous it is. Is it OP? Is it? Yeah, but yeah, as I've said before, I love seeing that the units that we're necromancying, the units that we're reviving, are actually the units that we can see. So yeah, really annoying just kind of fixing silly bugs, but yeah, this is working. This is what I like. Big gangs of units charging into each other and doing their thing. Fighting each other. I wonder sometimes if I could have made my life a bit easier by just making all enemies kind of generic. But no, I like the idea that the enemies run on the same logic that the allies run on, and that they're doing different kinds of moves. Let's get this. And yeah, because we've revived a drummer, we're actually getting the benefits of their buff, which is actually insanely powerful. So I wonder where the balance is going to be. Like, I feel like the undead might be just a plainly better faction than the other ones. Let's see how it plays out. So far, everything seems to be operating as expected. Or as intended. And yeah, sometimes units are crumbling because they've run out of life. Yeah, that makes sense. That works. Wait, it can poison can combo with... I thought I'd solved this. I think this happened with the green beans as well. So poison, let me have a look. There might have been a mistake here. So this should not be showing this twice. So I go over to my mirror board, and I can see that for the undead, black beans, poison combines with crit rate to make lightning attacks, and poison combines with attack speed to make plague. So why does it appear that it's combining twice there? Okay, so I'll just write this down in case I forget what I'm doing midway, which has happened before. And yeah, I have explained this. Poison appears to combo with crit twice. Thank you, darling. And then we have plague. Oh, lovely, thank you. So plague combos with poison and attack speed. Wait, no, that's not right. Where is it? Lightning attacks. Did I come up with a better name for it? Okay, so let's go to the top here. And we have rigor mortis. It shouldn't be lightning attacks. Am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, frost attacks, rigor mortis. Let's do the name. Okay, crit rate and poison. So has this cropped up more than once? Faction is current faction. And then talents. If upgrade is not equal to flame heart. Okay, is that it? So flame heart is what happens with the human combination. Upgrade is not equal to flame heart. So what we do is we copy the talents. But I guess we should also be checking. See, I'm kind of guessing here, but so there is flame heart. And if it's not flame heart, then so for each, yeah, copy talent upgrades with new faction to list if it's not equal to flame heart. And I think what I need to do is, if it's not equal to flame heart, and as I go down the list, I need to include the others. So spark of life. So when we do this one, I think that's it. And then for the demons, I feel like they're going to have the same thing.
To help me do a train track.
A train track? I'm sorry, Cyrus. I'm busy. I have to work.
I want you to do a train track.
I'm sorry, Cyrus. I'm busy.
Hey!
Go and ask Mummy.
I found nothing.
Yeah, that's mine. My boy. I'm sorry. Do you want to see what I'm doing? Do you want to see what I'm doing?
I want something.
You want something too? Ask Mummy.
I want something.
Ask Mummy if you can have one. Eat this before. Alright, my boy. Feel like so no, you can't play with Daddy and you can't have the chocolate. It's just a bit too cruel, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, minor little bug there. And I'll make sure to pick crit and poison, stop that from happening again, but I doubt it will. We are running into errors that are the result of me essentially not really not having coded too well, to be honest. Like, should have done it a bit differently, but and so I run into these issues like that are basically eating some time. They're not going to affect the gameplay, they're not going to affect the performance, but they're going to eat some time each time I have to revisit them, and it's just quicker to deal with those time sinks than it is to refactor the code at this point. I mean, we can still refactor it at some point if we wanted to, but I'm just kind of focusing on one thing at a time. I'm just trying to like make things work. Okay, so necromancers are ridiculously OP. What I should probably do is, so we have a look at Raise Undead and follow the trail of spaghetti. So there's that one. And yeah, so 30 times strength. So if strength starts at like 0.5, let me just double check that. So Staff of Resurrection, and the strength is 1. 1.2, 1.3. And then, so when we revive something, let me just look at this. So if we grab this zombie here, just as an example, he has a certain amount of time left on his buff, which should be the same as this number, undead timer. And yeah, let me just get a freshly revived unit, just to make sure I've got that. And we will pick the scythe because that's cool. Okay, that's a freshly revived unit. So they start at 15 seconds. So where am I getting? Okay, that's the super staff of resurrection. The staff of resurrection. So it's 30 seconds times 15 times 0.5, which is why we end up with 15 seconds. So I think we can do more like 10 seconds by default, or like even less. So I think undead units shouldn't last that long at all, because otherwise it's just OP. 10, and we've got like a whole bunch of units that can summon other units. Like, it's a bit ridiculous. So we'll do 10. Not so it was 30. If we do 10 times strength, 10 times 0.5 would be 5. Let's see how that goes, but I'll continue with this for now. So yeah, unit lasts for 5 seconds, doesn't do very much, but you can kind of see how it would get better over time. Yeah, and they start with like 50% health. I wonder if the way I should do it is to actually just have their health tick down. So rather than have this timer, just make it so that they die eventually. Right? Like, they're just taking damage. Let's see. Yeah, so I should think about that. Yeah, make it so that they... Because then it would be more visible. I think I'll do that. And, you know, these kind of like design choices made on the fly, but it's really not that difficult to just say, okay, undead timer. But what we do is we just say undead debuff, and we find character. And I think we can say, I mean, this is going to be quite tricky, but so because then a stronger unit would take longer to die, but that they lose, let's say, 10% of their health. So it would be like they take damage 10%, So it would just be a simple take damage, and the damage would be, what's our other options there? Take damage. Oh, we can include the damager. Yeah, so it would be HP, max HP, max health divided by 10. True. Oh, 1. I guess 99. Crit chance 0. Lifesteal 0. Damager is this. So they're taking 10% of their damage over time, and then that means if the health is higher, that's just going to be that where the strength comes into play. That means that they will die after 10 seconds. So what if it was buffs so the buff strength, so if we take this guy over here and we look at his buff and the value is 0.5, so buffs dot value, so then they would take 0.5 damage per. No, we would want it like the higher value would have to be the lower ones. So yeah, it's a bit tricky this, because I hadn't considered to do it like this. It won't be difficult. It's just a matter of, I think it's better if like visually. I mean, the old way I have it is fine, but I wondered if they should just take damage, just so you can sort of see how much longer they have to last. Like, so it would be debug float damage to take equals and it would be buffs I dot value out of 10. So I'm not very good at maths, so I have to kind of figure this out as I go. So if it was out of 10, then 0.5 out of 10 10 to, like, I'm so bad at maths. I'm gonna have to bring up the calculator. So 0.5 divided by 10 equals 10 equals 0.05. 0.5 divided by 5 equals 0.1. Okay. What if should it be the other way around? So what if it's 10, and I know this, 10 divided by 0.5 equals 20. And then what if it's a 10 divided by 1 equals 10? Okay, so I think that is what we want, actually. That's about the number. So it would be 10 divided by, so if it's 1, you take 10 damage. If it's 10, if it's 0.5, the default strength of the buff, it would be 20. So, and that's too high. That means they'll die in, most units will die in an instant. So if we do, so 100 divided by 1 equals 100. No, that can't be right. 100 divided by 0.5 equals 200. So it wouldn't be 10, it would be like 1. So 1 divided by, so what if it's like 5? I think that might be right. So 5 divided by 0.5 is 10. 5 divided by 1 is 5. So then a higher strength one would only be taking 5 damage a second, and a lower strength one would be taking 10 damage a second. Should it be relative to the amount of HP they have? So what we might want to be doing is, so what we want to end up with is a percentage, right? So if we go 100 divided by 0.5, 0.5, it's 200. So yeah, 10 divided by 0.5 equals 20. 10 divided by 1 equals... Okay, so that's it losing 10% of its health. Okay, so this would be 10, and I'll call this damage percentage to take, and then so we end up with a number that is either 10 or 20%. Ranging between 10 and 20%. So it would be damage percentage to take times I'm so bad at maths. So we end up with max health divided by damage percentage to take. Is that right? So if we've got 20 max health, 20, and so we end up with 10 or 20. 20 divided by 10 equals 10? No. 20, no, so it's... I mean, to do a percentage, it's that out of 100. Right? So it'll be max health. So we would say, starting from the beginning, so damage percentage to take, so it would be like for zero strength, 0.5, oh yeah, 10 divided by 0.5. Ah, dear. 10 divided by 0.5. Oh my goodness me. Equals 20. Okay. And then we say 20. And then we say 20 divided by 100 equals 0.2. 0.2 times 20 equals 4. So it would take 4 damage per second at the lowest strength. I think that's right. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it feels. That's the easiest way to do it. Right. Probably should have just finished with the game there, but this is just too OP. It's too ridiculous. I've got too many units. And did I... Yeah, okay, max units is at 50. 5 zombie. Why does their health bar disappear when they get hit? undead taking that much damage. But why is their health bar disappearing? It's on spawn, but it should... We've dealt with that. Take damage. So how does their health bar... Oh, is it because they're max... yeah. Okay, so let's go to add buff. And we want to... And so it's max HP bar dot max value. There we go. Okay, so that should be happening. HP bar dot max value equals max health. Because I think it's something like that. And then do we have that again down here? Yeah, so we should, that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, got so many weird little things, it's starting to frustrate me a bit. I mean, it's all my fault, but it's still annoying nonetheless. God, time is flying. Time seriously flies very fast, it seems, when I'm fixing bugs and stuff. Alright. Let's try and see if we can figure out what the problem is. So, yeah, let's wait till we've got an undead. Okay, zombie. Let's have a look at you. What's your HP? Current health. And then... So, current health. And do we have max health up here? 15. Okay, I see the problem. So when we do this, because we're messing with buffs and debuffs, the HP max health. Okay, yeah, so if current health is greater than max health, current health equals max health. And we do that again when the buff is removed. I don't see that happening, but it could happen, you never know. I mean, I guess, yeah, with the undead debuff, yeah. Because removing the buff would actually increase their max health. Yeah, each time I make one of these games, I think I get better at programming. And I can see how I can be better this time. Max health, current health. Okay, but okay, I need an undead to live for a little while so I can check that their HP is ticking down, because it looks like it's not. Okay, yeah, so why is the HP not ticking down? So undead debuff. Ah, I'm such an idiot. I am a moron. Okay, and so we don't actually need this crumble stuff anymore. They're just going to be like visibly taking damage as part of being undead. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I put the death so that when the debuff expires, which is silly. Okay. And I kind of want to see that in action. Yeah, because their max health is lower. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to work. They definitely seem less OP, like, because of these little tick damages. Like, it's actually significant. And it feels less OP, which is good. Yeah. It makes me think about if you had artifacts for when one of our units takes damage, but it's not that kind of game. And yeah, we still seem to get the crumble effect, which is nice. I feel like that's just because they haven't taken any damage from any outside sources. They'll crumble when they die. Thing is, it's a bit visually noisy and auditorily noisy as well, for that matter. Yeah, I need to think about it. I mean, maybe what I could do is reduce the damage in a different way so that we're not getting, like, the visual damage effect. I don't know what the best way to do that would be. Yeah, seems good. Yeah, I mean, this works. It feels a bit more balanced. I just wonder if the visual noise of... so, like, if I could do a version of the damage, so, like, it wouldn't be that difficult. So we do take damage, and we could do, like, a float, which we could do a bull, which is, like, show... Like, animate. Show animation. Yeah, animate. And if there's none given, it would be true. And then where do we do the animation? S effects. So we go if animate is equal to true. It should be tidy with my code. We just say if animate. We include that. We include all of this. If animate. Yeah, I think that works. Let's check that out next time. We'll check it out next time. For now, we'll put up with the noise. Yeah, I think we're looking good. Like, it's sort of feels less OP. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's like they're there, but they're not gonna last, you know? Yeah, it's like we've got a lot of units, but they're not there forever. And it was always like this. It's just, I think, having that visual effect improves it. Okay, what is going on? Okay. I was going to get crit and poison. But I'm pretty confident that bug's fixed. Okay, yeah, this is working. It does feel very OP, but let's see how it plays out. I mean, it's good if it feels a bit OP. Like, that's not a huge problem. That's not the end of the world. Because it should feel a bit OP. I mean, we've got these necromancers that aren't actually doing any damage. They're just reviving units. But these units just don't last. Yeah, I think that all works. This is going well, I think. Yeah, let's get move speed, why not? So it's like, yeah, we've got this big mass of units, but it just doesn't feel permanent. Okay, what's this? We're still getting this? Okay, it's because it's dead. So let me see. So goblin, and have we got that same problem where? So I need to check. Are there any units in here that are actually inactive? I mean, it won't be too difficult to check. Just do a quick, like, check that you're active before trying anything. But ideally I would figure it out properly, but it's kind of like there's unforeseen issues from all of this mess with Goblin. Let's just look for units that were originally on another team, which is less likely from near the top. Okay, so what's happened? Co-routine hasn't started because Goblin is inactive, so it's like so it's like it's died, but it's already been switched off, like it's taken damage before. So we'll just do a full on is that what was happening before? I don't think so. If it's not the player. So it's like the game object has become inactive. I mean, we'll just do a quick. All of this stuff only happens with like reviving and stuff, and this isn't gonna tank performance. Okay, and so what animation is this trying to do? Make number burst. Why would that be inactive? Okay, so it's like trying to do stuff when I want to just kind of, I'm kind of curious to see if that just kind of solves itself with the animate thing. Because it's taking damage from a different source. Okay, on buff. Okay, we do have buffer. We do have a buff. On debuff. No, we don't have any debuffs going on. Okay. Yeah, why would that be like that? And then we go artifacts. That's probably because I was testing it. Double buff. And yeah, okay. Yeah, so that was just when I was testing it and I forgot to turn that off. Good to know. So this is going to be OP because all buffs are going to be doubled. Yeah, and then on double buff. Yeah, I guess it should happen where it occurs. So it won't be like every single character. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, like, because there's these inactive objects, I think because some characters, because basically when some characters are dying, they're just not being removed from the buff pool, right? They're not being removed from their. Okay, what's this? And false. They're not being removed from their team, so they're still there. True. Oh dear. Okay. True. Okay, so team.remove team.characters.remove. So what should happen is when a unit dies, and I have confirmed this is when a unit actually dies. Although, because it's happening so rarely, I think it might be when like the pool resets. So it would be get pooled object, and it's over here. So we remove character on recycled. Has that happened? Because if that hasn't happened, we know that it's not that. Okay, that has not happened. So it is indeed on when a character dies. So it's like sometimes when they die, or I think if they've been on a team and then they die, my team.characters to remove this. But it's like maybe they've died from the crumble effect. No. Like that should do it, basically, that's what I'm saying. That should be it. That should be all she wrote. Like, we are removing the character from the team that it's on. So it should not be on a team. So what I can do, just to say, so I just really don't understand it, and I'm kind of done trying to understand these things. So we're going to go into, update all targets, and we're just going to do a simple if character game object active self is equal to true. I think we can just do that. Then do all of this. Okay, yeah, so we want each target for each. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, we're going to do a. We'll just leave that there. If target dot game object dot active self, if active self is equal to false, is equal to true, then do all of this. Else and debug.log, just so I don't forget about it. Target.team, target character was inactive and still on team. And then we'll do the same. We should really do the same for the weapons. It's so annoying, this. But yeah, for each target. Oh, so we've already got that. If target.gameObject.self is equal to true, then do that. Else target.team.characters.remove target. And let me just make sure that I'm removing the target. Target. Okay, is that it? So on death. Yeah, and I wonder if it's something about, like, similar to like the way the weapons work. It's like, oh, do you have a team? It's like this team, but it's not actually that team. It just looks exactly like it, but it's not actually the same team because it had changed. And when we're saying, is this equal to my team? Is this my team? So when we say character.myteam.remove, like, we're not actually accessing that character, like that team. We're accessing because it's not exactly the same anymore. So what we should be doing is searching for it by name, right? Which I feel like is going to be difficult. Maybe not. So we go, if we did, and then I'm just going to be very messy and just put it in here. So like void public team get team string name for each team in team list if team.name is equal to name return team. What am I getting wrong here? Get weapon. Get faction. Otherwise return null. Okay. Okay. And then so it would be like, so team.characters.remove. Really? Team.characters remove. There we are. And so it would be get team gm.c.get team was get team, yeah, get team my team dot name dot remove. Like that. Dot characters dot remove this. So it would be like that. I think that should do it. So then we shouldn't have that error again. And let's just go back to where we were here. Update all targets. Else target character was inactive on team, and then same with the weapons. Okay, let's see if that works. Lots of little things. I mean, we're so close. We're so close to just having this work. It's optimized. It's all there. It's just these little annoying things that come up. I wonder if we could have like a different animation for units, because they kind of already are just coming out the ground. Okay. Why are they not? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is this not happening anymore? Okay, I think I know what's happening. So take damage equals max health. HP bar dot value equals. Okay, so that should be what. Oh no, that's heal. So take damage and HP bar dot value slider here. Yeah, but we want this to happen regardless. Okay. Silly bugs from being a silly man. I thought I'd done that as I saw it, but I guess not. Ugh. I can't wait to start a new project and do it much cleaner and better. But you have to fight that temptation. It's like in Factorio, if you've ever played Factorio, and when you're making a factory, you realise all the ways that you could have made it better. And it's tempting to just start a new factory, but instead, actually, because the process of moving everything is it's not very appealing. Okay, let's go on double speed. I'm not doing too well. Not a great start so far. I think that's just luck. Okay, let's get this one because it synergizes. Whoa! What was that? Is that down to the speed? Just getting knocked back and then... Oh, Jesus Christ, what is going on? I think that's just bad luck. I'm gonna just... No, I don't think I need this debug anymore for the taking tick damage. In fact, I thought I'd already cleared that. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Yeah, you can kind of tell what's happening there. It's like it's just losing health because... But it's not too noisy. Okay, let's go all in with necromancy. It's like necromancy would be really bad against units that, like, against an army that like spores, like stopped spawning sporadically, because then you just lose everything you've accumulated. But that just doesn't happen in this game, which is quite fun. This anymore because it's working. And the crumble thing is like, yeah, if the undead timer hits 0, if like what I could do is make the crumble thing happen, and actually I don't need this. Like, seems okay. Yeah, I don't need this. That's going to happen from them taking damage, but I would like to keep this. And then say, like, if... yeah. Yeah, can we see who was taking that? It should highlight the thing that's caused that script. Never mind. Where was the 2.25? Is it because ghosts less have HP? Did I just say less have? But yeah, this feels right. Like it feels like it's not ridiculously OP, but we still get the fun of reviving units. Because yeah, I mean the fact is that reviving units is OP. We've seen that in Game of Thrones. We've seen that in everything. Like if you can revive the dead units that came at you, that is just OP. Because if you win one battle, you double your forces, basically. Yeah, and I think the crumble happens often enough. So the crumble will only happen if they haven't taken any other damage. Other than, like if they haven't taken any damage from an external source. But it sort of happens often enough that it works. It sort of feels correct. Oh, do I not have a description for Necromancer? So we'll just pop that. Yeah, this feels very good, but it's not ridiculously OP. Okay, so it is happening. Target character was inactive and still on team. Like, I don't know why. Why are these characters, like, because when they die, they're supposed to remove themselves from the team that they're on. But it's just not happening. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. So let's do for expires. So let's have a look here. Like, this just isn't happening. Is it because, like, they're expiring? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, because it's like, oh, we found a character that's not, like, it's just so bizarre. Like, I don't know why. Like, when a character is removed from a team, when a character is killed, they should be removed from any teams that they were on. And I can see that that's happening, and there's no instances where that should be happening, but it's not. But just sometimes a character dies, and yet they remain on a team. And it definitely has to do with reviving, because it doesn't happen at all with other characters. Although, maybe I'm wrong on that, but I have tested it. So we'll see what the problem is. It's just we're so close to just having this working, but this is so many little random bugs, and it's just down to like, I think just overall the code could be a bit tidier, and I think this is good experience. Oh, what now? Oh my god. Weird bits that end up in there, but this shouldn't be a problem. We should never have had this problem of attacking someone who is not on a team, like that, or having a character on a team that isn't active, that has been killed. Like, it just should not be happening. And like, these fixes that I'm doing, they're not performance heavy. They're not going to affect the game in any way. They're a little bit messy, but not too messy. Oh. Okay, we want target list. My goodness me. Like, it just should not have been happening. I just don't understand how it's possible that they are attacking something that is on a team but is dead. I just don't know how that's supposed to work. I do not understand the logic there. This is what's happening. I'm such a moron. Okay, we might not need this then. And if there's no... Okay, yeah, so we do still need this. Because it could be that there's no enemies, but it couldn't be that there's no allies, because then we'd have lost. And I'll be right back. I'm going for a smoke. There's no one watching anyway, but someone might be watching after the fact. So skip ahead 5 minutes if that's you. Cheers. What I would like to do is play around as the undead and get to the end and for everything to just bloody work. There'll be balancing issues and all sorts, but I'd like it for it to just work. Revive Goblin. Yeah, that doesn't seem too OP. The fact that they lose health over time, it kind of smooths it out a bit. But again, they're like losing their health bar when they get hit. Weird. Is it because I don't know, like so he was being revived. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Icicle. Let's go with the ghost. And now we've got a nice big army going. And it's a big army, but it feels a bit flimsy, but that's how it should feel. Let's go magic, just because I think it's on theme. Maybe wonder, like, is the last unit in a chain lightning taking damage? Need a pack to appear. So many things. Okay, chain attack. And then chain to additional targets, and then hit last target. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the last one. So for each one that gets hit, when do we actually damage them? Okay, we don't damage them, we make AoE effects. Okay, so what's wrong with this? Target pulse. Weapon. AoE prefab. Okay, yeah. AoE prefab. Yeah. Yeah, I think the last one wasn't taking. Okay. Alright, let's do poison and. That should just not ever be happening. It's really annoying. Like, why is it not sometimes not unkilled, 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 unkilled. I'm not seeing any target removed on anything other than killed. So why on earth would a character not be removed from the team that it's on? Why on earth would it ever be the case that a character is not removed from the team that they're on when they're killed? So like play death animation and destroy, and we go all the way here and we say if my so annoying. I want to be making the demons, I want to be balancing, I want to be I want to be like moving ahead. And I guess we can just do this again then. Like maybe in this time period for whatever reason it wasn't getting removed. And if return to pool has happened, because return to pool will be switching it off. Yeah. So how is it getting added to dead list then? It should be like if it switches off, then it should stop doing whatever it was doing. Is it getting added to the dead list? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's getting all a bit much. I just don't understand. Like, I shouldn't have these bugs. I should program in a way that doesn't cause me to enter all these problems, but it just is happening. Like, there's other things. Like, I've spent all day with these bugs, and it's just like I really don't. I mean, the first one, yeah, I figured it out. It was quite easy to spot. Okay, why? Oh, why was his health bar disappearing? What the hell? Why would his health bar disappear? Okay. I feel like it's because this is happening like in the coroutine. So Okay. So let's see. Is it something to do with that? I feel like if we had like death rattles like the explosion, it's gonna do something like the explosion's gonna happen after they're respawned or something. Maybe it's something like that. But why only with resurrections? Why only with revived characters? Because this was never a problem. None of this was ever a problem before I started introducing revivals into the mix. Okay, so we do want to get rid of it. So it's like, yeah. No, that's too annoying. I can't deal with that. Oh god, like just none of this should be an issue. I feel like it's the kind of thing that maybe if I come back later at another time, like I'll just find it easily. But for now, I just want it to work. Like, if it is only rare, which it does appear to be. Why take damage? HP bar. Oh my god. HP bar dot game object. Like it's so fresh. Just one thing after another. Just so many random things. Like everything was working fine, but just sort of start messing around with teams, and oh god, so annoying. Check something. That shouldn't be an issue. Like I just do not understand, and it just really hurts to not understand. And it's like check everything, and it's just nothing. It's just there's no reason whatsoever that a character should die and not be removed from their team. Just why would an see again? Like he takes damage. What? Why is his health bar not fucking appearing? Why is his health bar not appearing? Oh god! Why is his health bar not appearing? Why the fuck would that happen? Like, why? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of all of these ones. Yeah, we'll keep that one. And on spawn.
What type? Yeah.
I'm making war beans
Why?
because it's my job. I need to make a
What are
game.
you doing with that big one? What are you doing with that big
Well,
one?
I'm trying to fix it to make it work, and it's not working. It's really frustrating. There's so many little problems that actually don't make sense. Like, they really don't make sense.
Why?
I don't know. If I knew, I'd be able to fix it.
E. Is that it? Is that? What did you do? What's that one? Is that you?
Yeah,
Who is it?
it's called Basma. He's a necromancer.
Basma. Is he kind?
Not particularly.
Not really. But he's pretending to be kind. Get that green thing. Get that green thing. Oh, they're running out of the signing. The warping's now running out of the signing.
Yeah.
Why?
Why is his health? Why is his health bar being disabled?
What, Daddy? What's disabled?
Like it's hiding. It's hiding the HP bar. But why? When?
What? When? What's when? What's when, Daddy? What's when? What's
Because they're not healing.
what they're not healing? Why are they not healing? Why are they not healing? So no, I go to top.
Why is their health? Why is their HP bars not turning on? This was never a problem before, and it's just all these problems that were not an issue before are just cropping up out of nowhere. It's really starting to get to me. Like, why is this an issue now? What's changed? Like, why the hell would the HP bars just turn off? Like, why on earth would that happen? Having a rough time just because there's so many stupid bugs.
Oh, babe.
Yeah, like, why? Wait, so this guy took damage.
Come, Cyrus.
So why is his HP bar switched off?
Mommy,
Come, let's go.
Where is that happening?
about her?
I'm about to go mad. Like,
Oj, vad är detta?
Why? Why is the HP bar not turning on? Why is it switched off? It's maddening. Like, why? Why would that ever be an issue? Like, what could possibly be causing that? Physics. I think I need to restart the game because that shouldn't be getting physics bumps there. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I need to do the undead versions of necromancers, which is already on the list. Okay, this is working now. I fixed that bug. The undead versions of necromancers look like soldiers, but that's expected. Okay. So far, so good on this one. And this is fun again. I mean, I'm so frustrated with everything, but yeah, it is cool. Got this big old army fighting. I feel like a powerful necromancer. This is all good stuff. Okay. Block. We're not blocking. Neither of those were great for this build, but it's fine. Why? I think like my something with my internet provider or something. Okay. Yeah, like, it's definitely not OP. We're definitely not too OP. I need to go into the graves. And then I think it's something with the... And we're running smooth despite having lots of units, which is great. But I think it's something with the rigid body needs to be... is kinematic. I need to look at... one that is the correct example. So human beings, tower, I believe is kinematic switched on? No? How do I get it to stop moving? Oh, I freeze positions. Okay. So it's not is kinematic, it's freeze positions. So I'll grab all of them and freeze positions. Same with the tomb. Dear, dear. Okay, but this is working. We're struggling a bit in terms of winning the fight, but... I think my characters look good with their, like, glow around them. Feels very on theme. Feels right. Yes, I want that, please. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many bugs. It's so frustrating, but I think it's working. It's fun. When it works, it bloody works. When it works, it bloody works. Okay, and I think for the undead, they shouldn't get... See, that's scripts. Yeah, I feel like that's... I feel like I just need to restart. Oof. Scripts, animation. Yeah, I think those are like the bugs from just not having restarted the... Well, I mean, I only turned it on today, but I don't think this was happening before. I think it's just when it chokes for some reason, it just puts it down to that because those things end up taking longer. Like it's... The profile is not perfect. It's not 100% accurate. Okay, let's try this. For each character in dead list. Okay. So, we need to say list character revive list equals, let's call it resurrect for consistency. Resurrect list add character for each character in resurrect list gm.c raise undead character, because yes, of course we're editing the list while we're in it. Okay, can we just go a bit further, but I just can't use my... Okay, yeah. It is going to be difficult to win without being able to use any ultimate. Scythe seems pretty good, but I guess that makes sense. It is fully upgraded. I guess luck. Probably armor would have been good. Scythe is really good. It's not doing a lot of damage, but it just feels like it's hitting a lot of units, which is nice. And yeah, between that and the Impaler, just quite good at taking out large packs. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, this isn't going well. But let's see where this goes. Okay, Holy Ultimate. Well, we can't have that. Give hero 1 mana on resurrect. That's probably good, but again, mana is useless. So both of those were useless picks on this buggy run. There we go. Okay, I mean, yeah, that seems to be working as intended. We didn't have any favorable synergies. We hadn't made any combos, and yeah, 10 minutes, if you haven't done those things, you should probably lose with no meta upgrades or anything. But we got there. Like, I thought that was fun. It felt quite balanced, so I've gotten that far. I think I just need to keep going with it. Keep knocking these things off the list. So that was bug free. A couple performance issues, which I hope are just a matter of having the profiler on and not having reset Unity in a while, and playing within Unity. If I played outside of Unity, I'm just gonna hope that those performance issues were not down to bad optimization. And we'll see. Okay, so I fixed this one. And we have a couple nice clean ones to find. Undead object pooling not happening at start. Rewrite buff weapon descriptions, necromancer description. Okay, so what I want to do is just hack away at these things. This is a big one, which I may not do, but I'm going to put that near the bottom. Yeah, that would be after updating a build, because I do just want it to work. Some draw those undead versions. This is kind of there. Write the descriptions, draw the undead versions. So okay, I'll put those at the top of the list. And then we've got test and fix each hero's ultimate. So I just need to actually like do a targeted thing. But this worked. This is what I wanted to achieve. Undead faction functioning. Test and fix undead faction. Sort combo achievements. And wait, this is going to be insane. So no, I think it should be more like... so Sean revives... So we just want to do the same thing here. So it's like a int... Well, yeah. I think I can write that more efficiently. But we want to... Well... And let's say if Sean... effectively gets 16 dudes around him. Because yeah, Sean takes for each ally spawner, spawn 3 of them. So that's going to spawn 16 dudes or less. So this one should just be while int I is above 0, int I equals, let's say 20, and this guy will raise undead. Yeah, so we want to do resurrect list dot add dead list gm dot So just revive the last 20 dudes that died. I think that works. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's progress. That's progress. Okay, so I want to hack at those things. Okay, I think... So we import black beans, and then there's actually like... And we want to make... We want to make a new one, which is... So I guess we'll... Black beans undead. And the only ones we actually need to include are... So we are indeed in black beans undead, so I can just delete, delete, delete until I get to the ones. So we have this one and this one. Everything else looks the same when undead. I think those can just look the same, they're rare enough. Vampires look the same. Zombies look the same. So yeah, it's just these guys. And essentially what I want to do, so actually I want to actually undo. And open up this again. I think, yeah, it's black beans, and we want our skeleton. So, have I correctly, in this case, yes I have, so we can delete these. Ah, in this case the hair is on the same layer. Okay, so we want yeah. Just getting the correct skeleton. So yeah, I think this guy can just have the normal skeleton shape. Hello, little boy.
That one. See that one. that be one with black hair. The be one with black hair.
Yeah.
Want you to do that one.
Well, it's a helmet. It's not hair, it's a helmet.
Want you to do the helmet. Want you to put the helmet on that one. Put the helmet on that one.
No, what I'm doing is I'm making the undead versions of each of these.
What I do that one? What I do with that one? What are you doing with that undead one?
Okay, and then we can delete this layer. And we can take I think actually I want to take these nice, because that is actually the evolution of the necromancer. So let's see how this goes. And yeah, I think we will take the soldiers one for this. So sort of default. Yeah, that looks great actually. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so firstly, I'll want to take, oh, see, have I, yeah. Take that and put it there. 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 And there. And yeah, there's something cool about a necromancer that's revived like a revived necromancer that has been revived by a necromancer. I think that's quite cool. I think that works nicely. Okay. So we have those. Is there anything missing from our original? I feel like maybe it would be nice to have the moustache and stuff, but I think this is fine. We kind of, yeah, this looks good. These are the undead versions, so we will export that.
Look what I got.
What have you got?
Look what I got, friend.
Some water. Oh, thank you, Cyrus. Black beans undead. Yeah, that's where it goes. So I can just knock this off the list so it stops distracting me. Very simple little task. And then we'll call it there for today after dealing with these little things. Okay, so we have yeah, so we want to go into sprites, characters, black beans undead, and I'm just going to copy this number. Very awkward number. Probably should have rounded it a bit, but here we are. Do slice, cell size, custom pivot with this being that number and 0.5, and it is, I think, 72 by 96, and slice, apply, and then we go into our prefabs here. And we get our necromancer. We go. Let's grab all of them, and let's get our necromancers and our mad scientists. And let's grab all of them, and we find undead version, black beans undead. Put them to 0, and then we grab each one. Okay, so necromancer is.
I need potty.
You need potty. Okay, you need help with the potty. Okay.
I need help.
Okay.
Is that anyone has head?
I don't know. Come on. Okay. Do you need poo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Piano poo. I wanted I need the piano poo.
Okay. So, do you need help with?
Can I just do the poo first?
Hmm?
Can I just do the poo first?
You can do whichever order you like, Cyrus. And the kid needs the toilet, and I'm not gonna. Okay, so necromancer is 2, 3, 4 to 6. So 5. 4 to 6. I don't know what's those. Mad scientist is 0 to 3. Okay, that should work. So we have the undead version sorted for these two. Okay. The next bug we have. What? You want to? Oh, I don't need a pee. Did you finish? Let me wipe your bum. Yeah, wait till my bladder's full. Should I tell you next time I need a pee and then we can see if we can do one? Very good.
Your pee come?
Mm-hmm.
How many minutes does your pee come?
I don't know, 100?
I want 100.
Cyrus, I'm busy right now, I'm afraid.
I want pee.
Ven, vamos abajo. Ven, ayúdame a hacer una cosa.
Abajo.
Sí, ven, ayúdame.
Abajo.
Necesito que me ayudes con las plantas, ven. Vamos.
Okay, yeah, I need to do this. And let's do it for demons as well. Okay. I'll do it from this. This is going to be tedious. Okay, well, I'm going to do this tedium off stream. Just about, basically, I just need to go through each of these and write. I just need to fill in this list. Ideally, I'd have done it sooner. I'd have created this sooner so that when I did the find and replace, it would have caught these two. But since that's not the case, I'm just going to go do it manually. Just need to add each undead unit within its correct waves so that they're initialized on load. So thank you very much if you watch this during or after, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 9. Have a good one. Bye.